Hello, hi, this is Paul and today's video is regarding to the spam trap. If you have a spam trap, which is mean that is something like Honeypot, they you send email to them and they don't open your email, they just forward your email to the report to the like spam house or other email, um, the they call blacklist organization, and then you know you have a spam trap. And so the easiest way actually to remove spam trap is to spend the money and to clean the list. You can use either there are so many different kind of lists. If you can search Google and they'll give you a price, for example, for 100,000 email, and this is that price. And I personally use Zero Bounce before. I also use this one's called Trap Hunter before, and you can do is the difference between those company and the Trap Hunter is those company they charge 100,000 email for this price, and if you have a large list, they actually charge you like membership, so you can just subscribe for 1 month. I think is I was paying, I forgot, like $250 something. Um, so after months and you don't have a new list, you can just unsubscribe. Or if you continue to have a list, you can continue to subscribe. And they also have provide you something like a list, which is the purchase list, and they sell you the list, and you can use their service to clean the list. So that's additional services. And of course, I got the message from the viewer say, okay, I don't have that much budget to pay this or pay that, and what is alternative? And really, there's really no alternative. But if you have low in budget or you don't have that constant list, or you know you don't have that kind of budget, the easiest way is I'm gonna show here is to just what I did, set up a MailWiz account, and that's which pretty much is my like my marine, my email marine, because they're going to die. What I'm going to do, what I did is I set the MailWiz, I get the domain, set MailWiz, and I just send to the people which is I found there's a trap. Okay, I don't have that much list, only 20,000, and I send them. Guess what? I know I have a spam trap, so eventually your domain um, uh, gonna be listed by the blacklist, but email blacklist. But in the meantime, guess what? Every time you send an email, okay, out, you're going to capture the opener, the clicker, into your second list. Say for example, that's what I did. And if you're familiar with MailWiz, that is pretty easy to done. All you have to do is just create a new campaign, and you can choose the campaign name. I will just choose something uh, quick. Otherwise, it won't let me go to a next page. Okay. So I'm going to send to. I know there's a spam trap, the Honeypot. I don't know which one. Okay, and I just continue. I save to a next, and what I do is in the next page you see there's option, show more option here, and action against subscriber upon campaign open. So I just say, okay, when I see uh, the I see people open my email, I gonna move to the list number 2. And you can do the same thing for the clicker. How do you do that? Then you can click the action against subscriber on click. So this is for the clicker. So you just add one, and whatever they click your link, and you're gonna move to the list number 2. And in the menu, right, you can do that is going to the trigger and create trigger. Okay, you can create trigger for the opener or clicker. Save your list instead of sending 20,000. You get the opener for maybe just 1,000, maybe a couple hundred, and that's it. Okay, that's your opener. And maybe most of the time you have this problem is because you purchase a list, just like everybody do. And so you got the list for 20,000 and you just get the opener for 500. That's not bad. That is although it sounds like sounds bad, but a purchase list normally it's just like that because it's old and some email they are no longer active and either with Gmail or Yahoo, and guess what, they are thinking how come no longer active still email sending in, and they will just pick up some of the inactive email and just make them honeypot. So every time you send to those inactive email, and they categorize you as a spam. So um, the only way to avoid that is just using the paid services or the way I'm using it, where I just catch opener and clicker. And you might asking, won't the honeypot they open your email? Well, honeypot they receive your email and trigger uh, internal the process internal script and to report as a spam. I haven't heard that the honeypot able to open your email or click your link. But if I'm wrong, let me know. I doing this way when I send to the new list number 2, which is a smaller list. I don't get the the from a different domain. Guess what? I in the Mailways I set up domain to doing this, and once I complete, I will it will take long time. I would continue to send to the big list. The first time is like 2 3 times per day, and then once per day, and every couple weeks later I send like one per two per week, and then a month 2 months later I will send one per week until there's no opener no click anymore for consecutive say 3 or 4 email. Then I will just toss away those old list and keep the new L2, which is the new list, right? I move and open and clicker, and then I have another mail with. Guess what? Then I will just send to those lists too. And guess what? I have multiple domain actually just using for testing purpose. But it's cheaper. Instead of you spend $150, $300 for Amazon list, you can uh, the same you can actually do it this way because the Mailways you can install. If you install yourself, you just pay the software, and if you actually if somebody you can go to Pfizer, somebody will install Mailways for you for 20 $30. So once you done that, you not only have a list is free of the spam trap, but also you have opener and clicker, so your engagement will be higher. Normally, you probably, though, if you have a spam trap, I guess you probably only have a 0 point something open rate. But once you move to list number 2, your open rate should have become higher. And some people may be asked, what if when I am in the list number 2, I still get the problem? I don't have, I don't see myself. I don't see any spam trap problem after I put in L2. Sometimes I see L2 is a lot of the server click from different server data center, and which is mean the bot, the robot key, the computer key. Normally in data center, the server, they would actually uh, have an open. They have an automatic script to open to check the some content and stuff, part of their process. If you send an email to some certain people, which is not the Gmail, Yahoo is kind of personal domain, and this personal domain hosted by certain data center, and data center will sometimes just check the email contents for inappropriate content or something, the screen for the spam. So you will get some automatically opener from those. If you want to avoid that as well, just in the in many different email program you can basically set up to avoid them. Okay, you can stop sending to those people and go to the setting and email blacklist. Okay, So you can actually, in my case, this case I was excluding Gmail, but you want to exclude certain domain, okay, all you have to do is just type, for example, you want to exclude Comcast or, say just example, okay, so you just follow this. So we're not saying to those people, or whatever, some not so popular domain, because those are normally they will trigger the bot, they will say you bot. But if you don't care, you just continue, because if you're using a magic cute liker, you probably don't really care, because they will automatically block those the bot click. If you're doing the solo ads, you don't want the customer to receive the bot key, you can use those. Okay, so that's pretty much today's video. I hope that explains some of the question some viewers might have, and wish you have a blessed day. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.